Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you very much, guys, for your greatest support. Now, fellow Kenyans, maybe I'm the one who doesn't know how things are happening, or maybe how things work. But let me ask this question, and maybe somebody can explain to me at the comment section, like a kindergarten kid. What is normally the problem of, what is normally the process, not the problem, or the process of removing someone from a committee? Like, for instance, we know very well that ODM are in Mombasa. They're going to have their meeting. They're going to convey their meeting. And in that meeting, they're going to do a lot of issues. Number one thing that they're going to do, they're going to remove the people that, wanaita, how do we call them? There's a name that they're using to call these people. Wale ambao wanaikeuka mambo ya chama, like those who are against what they stand for. That is why they have the meetings. Oburu is in Mombasa today. Actually, the meeting had started, and there are several things that I want us to listen to the way it's happening. But Caleb Amisi has been removed from the NEC committee. And this is what the letter says, that support MP Caleb Amisi, former councillor Kipkorir Menjo, and Taita Taveta Senator Jones Mwaruma have been removed from the ODM Party's National Executive Committee, that is the NEC, amid ongoing internal realignment. The NEC is currently meeting in Mombasa, chaired by party leader Oburu.
Honorable members of the executive, I am not very happy that when we pass resolutions here, some of the members of this committee, some of the members of the Central Committee, who are policy makers of this party, go out to say exactly the contrary of what we have agreed in committees. It is okay if other members of our party exercise democratic right to say what they like. But really it is not right for me as a party leader to go out and shout what was not agreed and what is my own personal view, and I go and say that it is my democratic right. If it is your democratic right, then there is chaos in the country. We cannot, democracy does not mean chaos. Democracy must have some discipline. This party is a party like a club. When you join a club, you have to obey the rules of that club. You cannot disobey the rules of the club and you continue to pride yourself that I am the party leader of ODM, and yet I contradict everything that ODM is saying officially. If you have anything that you agree with or you disagree with, this is a forum for you as a NEC. Raise those issues here. Let members decide. But once the members have decided, if you are in minority, the minority will have their right to say, and the majority will have their way. That is the principle of democracy. The minority have a right to say, and the majority have their way. That is why you do elections. If you are in minority, you follow what the majority have decided. That is the cardinal principle of democracy, which I want our party to adhere to, and I'm very disappointed. Sometimes we just come here, we agree, and then when we go out, we say something else. I hope some of these issues will be discussed, and I hope that our party will continue to be strong, and I also want to condemn a trend which I have noticed recently. That is the interference of other parties in our party affairs.
I have a question to ask. Is there any process that is supposed to be followed before removing somebody from these committees? Before you remove somebody from the National Executive Committee, is there something that is supposed to be done, or maybe is there a way of removing somebody? Because I do believe that the way there is a way of putting somebody in as a member, there is also a way of removing. That's the same way somebody is supposed to be removed. Huwezi ukamka tu unasema kwamba unatoa mtu. No. It's something that, it's a process, something that there is a way it's supposed to be done. But I really don't know how these guys are doing things. I really don't know how they're making their own things. Sielewi jinsi ambavyo wanafanya mambo yao. Shelewa. I really don't understand, but personally I think that what is going on in ODM right now is something that really needs to be studied. Now, the reasons why all these things are happening is because these guys want to do away with Edwin Sifuna. And kukumtoa, you know what is funny is that kutoa Edwin Sifuna directly is a problem. Kuambia tu Edwin Sifuna kwamba Sifuna sasa wewe enda, it's a very big problem, and I think these guys really fear. Wengine anataka kutoa Sifuna, wengine wanaogopa, like literally they're like, how are we going to maneuver? How are we going to do it? Tukiondoa Edwin Sifuna itakuwaje na sisi? You understand?
Mimi ndio Sifuna. Mnaniona vizuri? Mimi ndio Sifuna. Katibu mkuu wa chama cha ODM, seneta wa kaunti ya Nairobi na naibu kiranja wa walio wachache kwenye bunge la Senate.
So that is exactly what is going on. Ndio maana unaona mambo mengi yanafanyika. Wanaogopa, wanajua kwamba, wanasema kwamba je, tukifanya hii kutakuwaje? Tukifanya hii kutakuwaje? That is where the problem is coming from, and that is how it's even very difficult to remove Edwin Sifuna. They can't announce. Now, si leo wamekutana. Tutaona kama wataannounce kama wameondoa Edwin Sifuna. No, let us wait and see. If they're really sure, what I normally say is that if these guys are really sure of what they're doing, and they're really sure that they don't want Edwin Sifuna and they want to kick Edwin Sifuna out, then they better tell Edwin Sifuna that Edwin Sifuna, kuanzia leo, you are no longer a member of ODM. You are no longer SG of ODM. You are no longer in the committee. Kwanza waanze na kumuondoa kwa committee. No, waache kuzunguka, because you know, wakiondoa Caleb Amisi has been with Babu Owino, with Edwin Sifuna. So them removing Caleb Amisi, it means that wanazunguka tu. Wanazunguka mlima Zaire. They can't face Edwin Sifuna directly and tell Edwin Sifuna that Sifuna, the time has come that now wewe ondoka tu. Wewe tuachie chama because wataulizwa maswali. Kuna maswali ambayo wataulizwa. Kwanza kama kuna watu ambao watauliza maswali, kwamba kuna watu ambao watauliza maswali ni wananchi. And of course they also know very well that if they do a mistake of kicking Edwin Sifuna out, then let me tell you for a fact, this is what I want to say openly, that what is going to happen is this. Watu wengi sana wanaenda kuondoka ODM, and ODM itabaki party tu peke yake, itabaki chama cha Oburu Odinga, Gladys Wanga, and those few people that think that now they can run ODM. Wachana nao watu, unaona sisi wako Mombasa. Okay, what is the number of people that they had with they were with in Mombasa? Okay, ni watu wangapi wameattend hiyo meeting ya Mombasa? Tuanzie hapo. How many people have attended that Mombasa meeting? Tuliona jana hata hiyo rally ya jana na ya juzi venye ilikuwa. How many people were there? You can't say that the number was so big hiyo jana. You can't say that the number is so big that can be a threat. Comparing it to what I think I've just done that video, comparing to what happened in Busia. You see, the reason as why I'm saying that it's going to be very difficult. In fact, these people really fear removing Edwin Sifuna as the SG of ODM. Is the statement that Ruth Odinga, that is Raila Amolo Odinga's sister, said that no one will replace Sifuna as ODM Secretary General under my watch. He has fought for the stability of this party, and I won't allow anyone selling the party to pull him down. Raila believed in his leadership, and I'll fight for him without fear. Now, Oburu Odinga, on the other hand, is fighting with other people to find a way of kicking Edwin Sifuna out. Ruth Odinga, Winnie Odinga, Ida Odinga perhaps are also on this other hand saying that Edwin Sifuna is going nowhere. So who are we supposed to believe? No, let us say the truth. That is why ukisikia nasema kwamba ODM imekuwa split into two section, then it's true. Sasa Ruth Odinga anasema kwamba mjaribu tu kumgusa Edwin Sifuna. And that is why, by the way, let me tell you something. I realize that Edwin Sifuna is very much confident because he knows very well that the kind of people that are backing him up. See you peke yao. There are several people that are backing Edwin Sifuna up. Achana wale watu wachache ambao watu kama kina Junet, watu wachache ambao tayari wanaona kwamba kufuata William Ruto ndio itawasaidia. It will not help them. It won't help them. So Ruto amesema kwamba mjaribu tu kumguza Edwin Sifuna. jaribu, mimi sitakubali mtu yote amguze Edwin Sifuna, kwa sababu Sifuna amepigania hii chama ya ODM na Raila alikuwa anamwamini sana Edwin Sifuna. That is why I think Raila used to say that anything that Sifuna represents ODM, that anything that Edwin Sifuna says, that is what the party have decided. So who are you? Who are you now? Ni wewe ni nani? Uende kinyume na kile ambacho kinaendelea ama kile ambacho tayari baba mwenyewe alikuwa shaamua. So there is that thing, there is that fear that okay, tukiondoa huyu jamaa kutakuwaje? Yes, anakiuka chama, anakiuka yale mambo ambayo anayasema. According to me, I think that even these people, this committee, they all know very well that what Edwin Sifuna is saying is true. It is only that they also want to prove a point. They also want to say they also want Edwin Sifuna to feel like they also have a stand. But then there is no need to proving a point that you have a stand, yet stand yako yenyewe haiwezi ile stand yenye uko nayo, it's something that can be shaken. It is not the true, it's not something that really people really need to depend on. So maybe I really don't know how things are working. I really don't know how things are happening in ODM. But one thing I know for a fact that if you want to remove somebody from any committee, then you have to convey a meeting. You have to sit down and say that now you can't just send a message. Caleb alisema kwamba alitumiwa message. You can't just send a message to somebody via WhatsApp ya kwamba you are fired. You know, it's kama corporate in a corporate working environment ndio uwezi kufukuza mtu using an SMS, not unless otherwise. But there must be somewhere that you sign. So ukitaka kufukuza mtu lazima ukae na chini umweke kwamba sasa wewe unaacha kazi kwa sababu ya 1 2 3. Okay, what has Caleb Amisi done that is making him being kicked out of the NEC committee? We start from there. Ni nini hasa ambacho Caleb Amisi alifanya kwamba ndio inafanya kwamba anafukuzwa? Is there anything that he did? No. There is nothing that he did that we can confidently, or Oburu Dinga can confidently say that sasa amefanya 1 2 3 ndio maana anafukuzwa. There is nothing. So in other words, what I'm trying to say is that I think Oburu Dinga amefika ile point yenye I can't go back. Like Oburu Dinga amefika ile point yenye ile kitu yenye wale watu wanamsukuma ifanyike ndio anataka ifanyike. Na wakiendelea hivi, what I know is that wakiendelea hivi then they're really going to lose. They're really going to lose a lot. So the best thing that they can do right now, as it stands right now, according to me, what I think they can do is let them realize that what they're doing is wrong. Hii direction yamechukua, let them realize that no, this direction is not right. Let us come back. Na warudi, they follow the right path. Because hii path ingine wanafuata imewapotosha kabisa. I can say that imewapotosha, and there is nothing they're going to do. There is nothing they can do. The only thing that they can do is to watch the pace and see how ODM is going to be split. ODM already are split into two. Na wakitaka ODM ibaki yao ya hiyo committee, hiyo central committee peke yake, na ikose kuwa ya watu wengi, na ikuwe chama cha Wajaluo peke yake, the few Luos, not all Luos, then let them continue with what they're doing. Let them just continue with what they're doing. Because if you can't realize, if you can't see a mistake of what you're doing, then what are you doing? Literally, what is going on? That is the question. Why are you there? What are you doing there? Simple. Anyway, fellow Kenyans, I would like to know what you think in the comment section. But first things first, if you're meeting for the first time, don't forget to click the subscribe button. You can as well like, you can share, drop me a comment in the comment section. You can tell me what you think and where exactly you are watching this video from. Until we meet again in the next video, if it is possible, I have been your host, Boniface. Big.
Lakini kwa ground vitu ni different kabisa. Kwa ground tunatambua Daktari Oburu. Na ODM iko imara. Wale wanajaribu kusambaratisha chama chetu hawataruhusiwa kamwe kabisa. Sisi tumekuja hapa kuongea na watu wa Coast. Na sisi tukafanya mpango, tutaanza mazungumzo hivi karibuni. Tutaanza mazungumzo ya kutupeleka kwa serikali. Tutahakikisha ya kwamba mwaka wa 2027 sisi kama ODM tutakuwa, au sisi ndio tutakuwa tunaongoza, au sisi tunakuwa na maungano na wengine. Nyinyi mnazunguka msururu wa kuuza matusi, mnazunguka msururu wa kuuza mambo ambayo hayana mpangilio. Sisi tunazunguka msururu wa kuuza ajenda yetu ya mwaka 2027 na tumesema mambo ni mawili. Aidha ODM itakuwa ndio yenye kuunda serikali ama itakuwa ndani ya serikali.